Hey guys! So let's talk today a little bit spiritual, and I will talk about questions, problems, quests, questions. Because that's what we are here to do. We are humans. We are here to experience and to solve all the contradictions that we have been facing and face every day, perhaps, if we are aware enough. We'll burn a little bit of Palo Santo to begin here. So, whenever we are facing a question or a problem, perhaps we go right away to Google or to our parents, friends, even the news. You know, I wouldn't recommend you to do that, because that is relying on an external force to solve something about yourself. And nobody knows you better than you yourself. Nobody manifests your space but you yourself. So whenever we are facing a problem, we should never ask somebody first. We should first ask ourselves. And when we ask ourselves, we feel the question, we feel the problem that we are facing, and then we stop thinking about it, or we go meditate upon the answer. But when we meditate, we don't think about anything. Why is that? Or at least it's the main goal not to think about anything when we are meditating, because that's when we give space to our thoughts and feelings, and that's when we feel the space of our spirit. That's when we be, that's when we experience, when we are not in thinking about a feeling or feeling about a thing, a thought. We are just being, we are zero. We are just space. That's what we were and are before going to thoughts, emotions and feelings. We are first zero and then we become one. That's when we, come out, and at this moment we are human beings. So we go back to the space, we go back to the spiritual existence, back to the spirit and to the space that we are, where we are the creator, because we are always the creator. We are not the creation, we are not the light, we are not the physical, we are not the body, we are not the thoughts, either we are the feelings, we just are, right? So whenever we have a question, whenever we have a quest, whenever we have a problem, we go back to our creator, to our creator being. And that's how we solve our problem. That's when we focus upon our space, which is no thing. Not nothing like scientists and religious people and 99% of the world that is lost into light would say, that it's some kind of idea of nothingness. It's no thing that you see or you feel or you no element, it's no thing, it's the creator. So when we go back to the space, the answer shall arrive. Many times, because we are humans, because we live in this body, we are not humans, we are experiencing this human existence. We are in a denser reality. So the questions that come up like this in the esoteric come more slowly here. So it takes time. It's like it goes through Saturn first, you know? And then Saturn manages when and how can I practicalize this, you know? Then it also depends on your Saturn sign. So when we go back to our space, when, for example, we are facing a problem, somebody is yelling at us, or, you know, something is happening and we don't like it, or we need to solve this, you know, we go to another thought. It's better for us to, okay, I accept that I'm here, but now I will no more spend my energy for this. I know that there's the solution. If I don't have it now, I will have it. You focus yourself to another thing, another feeling or thought, and the answer will always come. The solution to your quest will always come. Because when you are in a quest, you are not always thinking about the final thing that is happening. You know, you are not always thinking about the gold, the pot of gold that awaits you. You see the snake and you are facing the snake as if it's your last time, you know. You are facing the ogres, or you fell into a hole and you are trying to figure out how to get out of the hole, or how to dig yourself through another escape, you know. You need to have the ability to shift your thoughts and feelings, because the solution then will always come. If you are always, you know, thinking about the problem, there will be always more problems for you. There will be always more questions, you know. That's why we are here. Many of us, not all, because many of us have come here to help those people. But many of us have come here because we have concentrated too much on the problems and the quests that have been in this plane, you know. So the moment we died or something, we were thinking, how can I help my daughter, you know, get rid of cancer, and died in that state. And then we come to another body that is all concentrated on that, you know, on solving everybody's cancer. It might be good, you know, it might be a good thing, but is it for you? If it is, if you died with that on mind, and with your emotional baggage attached to it, of course it's good for you, because you haven't let yourself go of those things. So it's good for you, for your development, indeed. It depends always on the perspective. Maybe someone will see that as, you know, oh, he's stupid, he doesn't need that, who needs this body, right? But many of the people that are here really want to solve these problems, you know, really not because of the problem itself, but always within the being there is something to discover, to experience. And unfortunately, many of the people here, many of the spirits here think that this is the only thing, you know, that I am only the body, doesn't matter, and you know, we have to stay at home and to use mask, and you are stupid if you don't use mask, because they all get their information, they all get their answers from the news, they all get their answers from the internet, from any other source but themselves. That's why they are spiritual childs. They are always asking why to their mama. They are always asking why, you know. Because they have been taught to ask questions out of themselves, and if they get the answers within, it's something that is not plausible, you know, or you know, it's deep, but we are getting out of it because we are awakening to this truth. We are awakening to our truth, and we are awakening to our uniqueness and originality. So, once again, whenever you face a problem, whenever you face some kind of trial and tribulation, the last thing you should do is stress, right? Or think too much about it. Sometimes it's good to stress, but it's to shake up the waters that have been too passive, that have been too dirty, without any movement. So there's too much baggage, too much microbes, and you can't even see what's in the water, you know. So yeah, once again, whenever you face a problem, a question, you should always go within and feeling the solution, and feeling the answer, and feeling that is already all good about that, you know? That everything that you are worried about, you are able to solve, because you are. You created those problems. For somebody, having 50 euros is nothing. But for somebody, 50 euros is actually a lot. You know, it always depends on each person's individuality. And I'm here talking about 50 euros and shit, but it always depends on the spiritual, because for somebody, 50 euros is something in their spiritual sense, and for others it's completely another, you know? Because spirit always talks through symbols, numbers, colors, every element that exists, as in fire, water, earth, and air. Our spirit creates it and molds it and shapes it, and it always has the drive to do it, you know. Always has this, we always have this soul force to do it, you know. For us to have a soul is for us to be a solo being, a solo spirit. Thank you so much for listening. I'm still getting used to talk in the camera, but I'm always getting better, you know. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful. And if you have any questions, comment down below, and I will try to answer them. If I will be trying to post more videos more frequently, and until then, bye.